Consistently ranked as one of the 100 best companies to work for in the U.S. by Fortune magazine, Edward Jones is proud to call St. Louis home. Edward Jones recognizes the critical role of regional public policy for making St. Louis an even more attractive location to live, work, and invest. Here to present the inaugural Arcus Award for Achievement in Public Policy is Jesse Hill, a principal at St. Louis's own Edward Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jesse Hill.
Good evening. It's an honor to be here tonight to represent Edward Jones. Public policy is critical to our success as a region. I've seen this up close as a longtime member of the Chamber's Public Policy Council. This new Arcus Award, like the others recognized this evening, reflects its elevated priority as a pillar of the Chamber's plan for economic growth. Our ability as the St. Louis region to grow and compete globally requires our business community to help drive solutions to big issues like public safety, economic opportunity, infrastructure, and investment in areas such as education. We are proud to be consistently ranked as one of the best companies to work for by Fortune. Our ability as a company to continue to attract and retain the most talented workforce here in St. Louis requires our steadfast commitment to public policy. Tonight's finalists have all demonstrated tremendous leadership in tackling some of those big issues. Now let's hear from those finalists.
Better Together really is looking at how to fundamentally shift how things are done. Our region has been cobbled together over about 200 years. You have a mayor who's responsible for the city. You have a county executive who's responsible for the county. And you have 90 mayors who are responsible for the 90 municipalities in St. Louis County. What you don't have is someone who's charged with taking a regional look. Our organization can look at some of those barriers that are currently in place and discuss ways how you can bring them down. How do we essentially remodel so that we can compete in the 21st century?
Last summer, we had the opportunity to sit on one of the subgroups of the Ferguson Commission, the Economic Inequality and Opportunity Committee. And this committee was really focusing on racial and social disparities that are present in the St. Louis community. Really, transit rose to the top as one of the ways that we can impact what is going on in this community and really change the policy towards providing access to things that people need: jobs, education, healthcare.
We formed the Construction Forum Education Foundation, which is a 501c3. And the purpose for that foundation are twofold. First, we're attempting to undertake original action-oriented research with the idea of creating change within the industry. The other thing that we're trying to do is we're encouraging young people to consider construction as a future career field for themselves by engaging them with construction-oriented science, technology, engineering, and math education.
On the heels of a couple of senseless shootings and a senseless death of a young kid in one of the parks, we had decided at that point we needed to do something as a television station. In Violence STL, effective January 1, took on a new life as Imagine a Better St. Louis. Still showing the stories of hope, still reminding people what a wonderful place this is to live, raise a family, how much pride is here. Let's move forward. Let's start making some progress.
Over the course of the week, our senior leadership, students, staff, faculty, and outside stakeholders met in a negotiation process that wasn't demand concession, but dialogic. And through that process, we came up with 13 accords that dealt with education, including educational pipelines, public art on campus, community and economic development, as well as race, poverty, and inequality issues. As a Catholic Jesuit institution, and our motto is higher purpose, greater good, that called us to look at the people who were involved in the protest as opposed to the issues. And in looking at the people, we saw reflections of ourselves.
And the winner of the inaugural Arcus Award for Achievement in Public Policy goes to Better Together.
Well, this is really cool. Thank you. Let's see, in 2 minutes. I didn't expect to win, so first I want to tell you that our board chairman, Bert Walker, really wanted to be here tonight, but he had an irreconcilable conflict, so he'll be very happy to hear and very gratified for this. A lot of people have asked us about the name Better Together. They thought that it was some people thought it might be demonstrating a preconceived idea of what we thought the region was supposed to look like. The fact is that I can go around this room and I see board members, Pat Sly, Donna Wilkinson. I see people who contributed financially to let us do our studies. I see many business leaders, many health sector leaders that have worked very closely with us in doing our work. That was the kind of effort we wanted to make. One that was very inclusive and brought in all segments of St. Louis. That's what we meant by Better Together, and it has certainly been working. I want to thank our board, thank our donors, thank our staff, because they have been fearless. Maybe sometimes you guys may have heard that some people don't love everything we say and do. And this group of people and the community has really had our back and helped us continue to have the nerve to tell the truth to St. Louis. Thank you very much.